Have you ever felt it? Not a loud crash, not a sudden revelation, but a quiet, seismic shift deep within, as if a veil you never knew was there has begun to thin, and through it, a new kind of light begins to filter in, showing you a world and a self you barely recognize. I remember when it first happened to me. It wasn't dramatic. There was no thunder, no sign in the sky, just a subtle feeling that something invisible had changed, that the life I had been living, the script I had been following, was no longer mine. This, my friend, is not a moment of crisis. It is a moment of arrival. It is the first whisper of your soul's awakening. You see, this journey never announces itself with trumpets. It comes softly in the quiet language of dreams, in the sudden welling of tears, for no clear reason, in that strange, magnetic pull towards solitude. What you are feeling is a return to a truth that has been waiting patiently within you all this time. So, take a breath with me, because in the moments to come, we will walk together through the 7 signs of this sacred unfolding. These are not just steps on a list. They are echoes of your own inner journey, a living map guiding you back to the one person you were always meant to become, yourself. Have you ever noticed how the first signs come when the mind is finally quiet, when the noise of the day fades, and the curtain of sleep begins to fall? That's when it happens, when the world finally goes quiet, and you drift into that soft space between waking and sleep. In that moment, something within you stirs. Not the mind, not the voice that worries or plans, but something older, something wiser. Your soul begins to speak, not with words, but with symbols, with images that feel like memories, from a place you've never been, yet deeply know. Maybe you felt it too, a dream so vivid it clings to you all day, a landscape you've never seen, yet feels like home, a voice calling your name, though no one's there. Have you been having those dreams? The ones that keep returning, again and again, as if they're trying to tell you something? If you have, don't dismiss them. They're not random. They're not accidents of a sleeping brain. They're messages, your soul, reaching through the veil, trying to remind you of who you really are. Those recurring dreams, the same landscape, the same figure, that same feeling that lingers long after you wake. I know that feeling well. It's as if the dream doesn't end when you open your eyes. It follows you, whispering something you can almost understand. Carl Jung once said that dreams are not random noise from a tired brain. He believed they're messages from the collective unconscious, a vast ocean of ancient memory and wisdom. And I've come to see that he was right, because your awakening often begins here, in this in-between world, where your ego is finally at rest. The rational mind sleeps, and the deeper self, the one that remembers, finally has space to speak. These are not ordinary dreams. They carry a different weight, a different texture. You might dream of holding a key, of climbing a mountain you've never seen, or of meeting a silent elder whose eyes seem to know your whole story. When you wake, it's not just a memory. It's a feeling, a truth that refuses to fade. This is how the soul prepares you. It plants seeds. It shows you glimpses of the map you're about to walk. Ancient peoples understood this deeply. The shamans of the Amazon, the mystics of Tibet, the temple dreamers of Greece. They all knew that dreams are portals, gateways to instruction. They saw dreaming not as escape, but as pilgrimage, a nightly return to the source. So let me ask you, what if that recurring dream isn't random? What if it's not a glitch, but a curriculum? What if that animal that keeps appearing is not just an animal, but a guide? The wolf teaches instinct, the eagle, perspective, the serpent, transformation. Each dream is a classroom, and your only homework is to pay attention. Write it down, sit with it, feel what it leaves behind, without cutting it apart with logic. Awakening begins right there, in that listening, in that quiet trust that something wiser than your thoughts is speaking to you. This is an invitation to remember a different kind of knowing, a knowing that doesn't come from books or screens, but from the wild, uncharted landscape within you. You are being reintroduced to your intuition, to the part of you that has never been lost, only unheard. So when these dreams come, don't dismiss them. Don't explain them away. See them for what they are. The first sign that a deeper reality is breaking through the surface of your life. It is your soul knocking softly from inside, and it is asking you to let it in. After the soul begins to speak in dreams, it starts to work on something deeper, on the body. This is where the second sign appears, and it can be one of the most confusing and the most powerful. It's when emotions start to move on their own. A sudden wave of grief that hits you while washing the dishes. Tears that come from nowhere as you watch a sunset. A surge of anger that feels ancient, older than this lifetime. You might whisper to yourself, "What's wrong with me?" But maybe the truer question is, what is finally being made right? For years, we store emotions inside us. They settle quietly beneath our awareness. Every hurt we swallowed, every no we didn't say, every joy we didn't allow ourselves to feel. All of it stays as residue, energy trapped in the body, waiting for the moment it can finally move. As the psychologist Bessel van der Kolk once said, the body keeps the score. Every story you didn't tell, every pain you didn't release, it stays like water behind a dam. And when awakening begins, that dam starts to crack, sometimes gently, sometimes all at once. Your vibration begins to rise, your frequency shifts, and suddenly, those old, dense emotions can no longer stay where they were hiding. The light inside you grows stronger. It reaches into the corners, where your shadow has been sleeping, and what was hidden must now be seen to be healed. This is not something you can think through. You cannot analyze it away. It is not mental. It is energetic. The tears are not just tears. They're the release of old grief. The trembling is not just anxiety. It is your nervous system finally exhaling. The anger is not destruction. It is life force, breaking free from the cages of fear. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open. Many traditions call this purification, and that word feels right, because awakening is not only about gaining light. It's about clearing the darkness that has been covering the light you already are. And yes, it's physical. You are literally rewiring your body to hold more consciousness. It's uncomfortable, it's messy, and it's sacred. So when these moments come, and they will, don't resist them. Allow them. Find a quiet place. Breathe. Let the tears fall. Let the anger move, without hurting anyone, without judging yourself. Place your hands on your heart and whisper to yourself, it is safe to feel this. It is safe to let this go. You are not your emotions. You are the space that holds them, the sacred witness in which they rise and dissolve. This is true courage. This is liberation. You are clearing the vessel of your body so that it can hold the full light of who you truly are. After the emotional storms, the soul begins to search for a harbor, a place of stillness, a place where it can breathe again. This is the third sign of awakening, a deep, instinctual pull towards solitude. It's not loneliness. It's not social anxiety. It's something far more sacred. It is the call of the hermit within you, the ancient part of you that remembers. You cannot hear your soul's whisper in a world that never stops screaming. You start to notice it. Parties feel heavy. Crowds feel draining. Even small talk feels like static. Not because you dislike people, but because the noise outside is drowning the voice inside. This craving for solitude is not withdrawal, it's wisdom. It means your soul knows that the work you're doing now can only happen in silence, inward. The poet Rilke once wrote, your solitude will be a support and a home for you, even in the midst of unfamiliar circumstances. And he was right. Solitude is not an emptiness to be filled. It is a fullness to be explored. In that quiet space, away from expectations and noise, you begin to untangle yourself. Who am I when no one is watching? Who am I when I'm not the parent, the friend, the employee? In the silence, you start to hear something new. a voice that has always been there, but was buried under the world's demands. It's your own truth, soft, steady, and ancient. This is the hero's journey into the cave. Every great myth speaks of it. The hero must leave the village and face himself in the wild, because only in solitude can we meet our own shadows and discover our light. You are becoming your own mentor now, your own guide, learning to feel safe in your own presence. And science is finally beginning to understand what mystics always knew. When the brain is not busy with tasks, when we are still alone, a network awakens inside us. It's called the default mode network. It lights up the regions of memory, self-awareness, and imagination. We are literally built to find ourselves in silence. So if you feel this pull, honor it. Don't label it antisocial. Don't let guilt pull you back into the noise. This is not rejection. It's sacred preservation. It's spiritual integration. Your soul needs time to process everything it's becoming. Think of it like this. Your system is upgrading. Every old pattern, every belief is being rewritten. You cannot install a new program while all the old ones are still running. So, shut it down. Step away. Breathe. Turn off the phone. Take a walk in nature. Sit in silence. In that sacred solitude, you are not running from the world. You are running toward yourself. That's when something extraordinary begins to happen. Your empathy, that quiet sensitivity you once thought was weakness, starts to awaken as one of your greatest powers. You begin to notice things that others overlook. A subtle tremor in someone's voice. A flicker of sadness hiding behind a polite smile. A heaviness in the air when someone nearby feels lost. And it touches you deeply. Have you felt that lately? That strange sense that other people's emotions echo inside you. As if your inner world has become a tuning fork for the vibrations of life itself. It's not your imagination. It's awareness. It's your consciousness expanding, becoming porous, open, luminous. You're no longer just you. You are beginning to sense the network that has always been there. A living web connecting every soul, every heartbeat, every breath. And yet, it's not always easy, is it? Because when you open yourself to the beauty of life, you also open yourself to its pain. You feel joy more deeply, but sorrow too. You cry at the sound of song. You feel the ache of the world like it's your own. There are days when you wish you could turn it off, when the noise, the tension, the suffering feel too heavy to hold. But here's the truth. You're not meant to carry it all. You are meant to witness it, to feel it without becoming lost in it. This is the delicate art of awakening, to open the heart and yet remain anchored in peace. That's why solitude calls to you now. It's not isolation, it's restoration. It's your spirit learning how to breathe again, how to cleanse itself of energies that are not yours. When you retreat into quiet places, you are not running away. You are remembering who you are. And from that place of stillness, you can walk back into the world as a calmer, clearer presence. Think of yourself as a lighthouse. The storms may rage all around, but your task is not to silence the ocean. It's to shine through it. Science, in its own way, confirms this truth. Neuroscientists call them mirror neurons, cells that activate when we see someone smile or cry, allowing us to feel their emotions as if they were our own. It's empathy written into our biology. But what awakening does is turn the whole body, the whole soul, into one vast mirror neuron, reflecting not just people, but the consciousness of the universe itself. And when that happens, you start to live from a new kind of intelligence, the intelligence of the heart. It doesn't analyze, it knows. It doesn't divide, it includes. You begin to sense that love isn't an emotion. It's a field, a vibration that binds everything together. It's what we're made of. So the invitation here is simple, but profound. Don't resist your empathy. Learn to dance with it. Let it teach you how to feel, without losing yourself in the flood of the world's emotions. When the energy becomes too heavy, breathe deeply. Imagine a gentle light surrounding your body, a cocoon of calm, a shimmering boundary that allows you to sense everything, but absorb nothing that harms your peace. You can care deeply without collapsing. You can love fiercely without becoming drained. You can be present for others without abandoning yourself. And in that balance, something sacred unfolds. You begin to see life as it truly is, a network of infinite mirrors, each soul reflecting another, each smile, each tear, an expression of the same divine pulse. When you smile at a stranger, you are smiling at yourself. When you comfort another's pain, you are healing a fragment of your own. This is the hidden alchemy of empathy, the transmutation of separation into unity. So if lately you've been feeling too much, if the world's emotions have been flooding your senses, remember, you are not breaking. You are awakening. You are evolving beyond survival, into connection, beyond the small story of me, into the living story of we. Let this awareness move gently through you. Let it soften the sharp edges of judgment. Let it remind you that behind every word, every gesture, there is a heart, beating, longing, searching for the same peace you are. This is what it means to awaken, not to escape the world, but to feel it fully and love it anyway. So breathe. Let the heart stay open. Let empathy become your compass. And when the world feels heavy, return to your stillness. Touch the silence within. And remember, you are the ocean, not the wave. You're the mirror, not the reflection. And through your empathy, the universe learns to feel itself again. Now, with a heart that feels the world so deeply, your mind begins to stir. You notice something subtle at first. A question arises in the quiet of your own thought. Why do I believe this? Why do I accept what everyone else seems to accept? This is the fifth sign of awakening, the questioning of old beliefs. You begin to see the frameworks you inherited from family, society, culture, not as truths, but as stories. Stories that once made sense, but no longer fit the person you are becoming. Have you noticed how some ideas you held without question suddenly feel heavy? The beliefs about success, failure, love, religion, politics, life itself, they begin to crumble. Not because you want them to, but because your soul refuses to pretend anymore. It's unsettling. I will not lie to you. This is the intellectual component of awakening, the Socratic moment where you realize, I know that I know nothing. Everything you thought was solid feels like shifting sand. The society that praises wealth but ignores suffering. The religion that preaches love but practices judgment. The definitions of success that leave hearts hollow. And yet, this is clarity, not cynicism. You're beginning to see the matrix of reality. Think with me for a moment. What if everything you were told about life was just one version of a story? And now, you are free to write your own. It is lonely sometimes. People may not understand. You may hear, why are you questioning this? This is obvious. They may fear you're awakening or think you're lost, but you're finding yourself. For the first time, the truth is firsthand, no longer inherited, no longer borrowed. You're standing in the space between stories. The old one is gone. The new one has not yet fully emerged. And this is the space of pure potential. You might feel unsteady, like standing on shifting sand. And that is exactly where you're meant to be. The invitation is simple. Embrace the not knowing. Be a beginner again. Read widely. Listen openly. Turn inward. Your inner compass, your intuition, is becoming your new North Star. You are no longer searching for a guru. You are realizing you are the guru you've been waiting for. This deconstruction of old beliefs is not destruction. It is liberation. It is clearing the ground of your mind to build a world aligned with your own awakened heart. And as you stand there in the quiet and the uncertainty, feel the freedom that comes with knowing. Truth is not given to you. It is remembered by you. And now, the life you create will no longer be a reflection of what was taught. It will be a reflection of what is real. Your mind may tremble. Your heart may race. And that is good. It is the sound of the old structures falling. It is the sound of your soul making space for something greater. You are awakening, and with awakening comes courage, clarity, and the freedom to live a truth that is only yours. Once the old structures of belief begin to fall away, something vast and beautiful rushes in to fill the space. The sixth sign of awakening is a profound, direct experience of cosmic connection. Have you ever looked at the night sky and felt a shiver, as if you were seeing yourself reflected among the stars? This is where the awakening moves beyond the personal. It becomes mystical, transpersonal. You feel, not just think, that you are part of something infinitely larger than your individual self. It may happen in nature, a forest walk where the line between you and the trees disappears. You feel the life force of the leaves, the soil, the wind, as your own life force. Or perhaps while lying under the night sky, feeling not small, but deeply, profoundly at home. This is your own overview effect, without leaving the ground. And then synchronicity begins to appear. Those uncanny coincidences. The old friend who calls just as you think of them. The song lyric that answers a question in your heart. Have you noticed these moments? Carl Jung called them an acausal connecting principle, a sign that the universe has intelligence, meaning and order beyond the rules of cause and effect. You are no longer simply living in the universe. You are in dialogue with it. This is unity consciousness, a thread woven through all mystical traditions. In Hinduism, it is the realization that Atman, your individual soul, is Brahman, the universal consciousness. In Christianity, it is the sense of being one with the body of Christ. Even quantum physics mirrors this truth. Entangled particles, once connected, remain linked across any distance. Your soul is remembering its own entanglement with the cosmos. This is awe, heart-expanding, humbling awe. The same intelligence that spins galaxies is breathing through you right now. The same stardust forming nebulae is the stardust that makes your body. Separation was an illusion, a temporary amnesia of the soul. When these moments arrive, there is nothing to do but be present. Breathe. Let the all wash over you. This is the ultimate gift of awakening. It is the direct experience of the sacred, the end of loneliness, because you realize, deeply, that you have never been alone. You are unique, irreplaceable, integral to the magnificent tapestry of existence. And in this knowing, a profound peace settles in, a surrender to the flow of the cosmos. So in the sky, the trees, the stars, or even a fleeting synchronicity reminds you of this connection. Do not ignore it. Lean into it. You are home, in yourself, in the universe, in all that is. The final sign is the true test and the ultimate destination of this journey. It is the integration of cosmic awareness into the messy, beautiful, chaotic reality of everyday life. The seventh sign your soul is awakening to truth, is the emergence of a deep, unshakable inner peace, even and especially in the midst of chaos. Have you ever felt calm while everything around you is falling apart? That is what I am speaking of. This is not the peace of denial. It is not avoidance. It is not a floaty, detached state. No, it is grounded, resilient, a calm that comes from knowing who you are. At the deepest level, the storms of life still come. There will be heartbreak, uncertainty, loss, and yet you no longer identify with the storm. You become the eye of the storm, the still point in a turning world. This peace is a culmination of everything that came before. The recurring dreams taught you to trust your inner guidance. The emotional releases cleared the static from your system. The solitude connected you to your core. The heightened empathy opened your heart. The questioning of beliefs liberated your mind. The cosmic connection expanded your sense of self. And all of it leads here, to being present with what is, without being thrown off balance. The Stoics called it apatheia, not apathy, but tranquility free from emotional disturbance. The Zen masters called it the unshakable mind. Viktor Frankl discovered it in the darkest of places, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any circumstance. You begin to react less and respond more. When someone acts in anger, you see their pain instead of just the attack. When plans fall apart, you look for the lesson or the new opportunity. You're no longer a leaf blown about by the wind. You have become the tree, rooted in the earth of your own being, branches flexible enough to dance with the storm. This peace is not something you chase. It becomes your default state. It is the quiet confidence of the soul that knows it is eternal, that knows it is loved, that knows it is home, right here, right now, no matter the chaos around you. This is the truth your soul has been awakening to all along, not found in books, not in doctrines, but alive, breathing in every cell of your being. It is the peace that passeth all understanding, and yet it is and always has been you. So take a moment now, breathe it in, feel the stillness within, the center of your being. No matter the storm, no matter the noise, you are the calm, you are the light, you are the awakened soul, living in the heart of the world. The 7 signs are not a checklist. They're not steps to tick off. They're a spiral you will walk, again and again, each time at a deeper level. The awakening of the soul is not a one-time event. It is a journey of a lifetime, a slow remembering, a remembering of what you have always known. If these signs resonate with you, if you feel the echo of this path in your own life, know this: you're not going crazy. You're not broken. You are becoming whole. This journey can feel lonely, even isolating, and yet it is the most natural and essential human experience. It is the path home. The greatest truth your soul awakens to is simple. You are a spiritual being, having human experience. And every part of that experience, the joy and the sorrow, the light and the shadow, is sacred. All of it. Think about it. Every challenge you face, every moment of bliss, every tear, and every laughter, they are part of your soul's curriculum. Your soul chose this path to evolve, to remember itself. Trust the process. Be patient with yourself. Above all, be kind. Be kind to the part of you that is still learning, the part that doubts, the part that hurts. And if the path of awakening calls to you, if you feel this journey is yours to walk, know this: you're not alone. The quiet conversation has already begun between your soul and the world. All you have to do is keep listening. Every whisper of intuition, every moment of synchronicity, every dream, every tear, every surge of empathy, they're the voices of your awakening. Do you hear them? Do you feel them? The journey home is not a destination. It is not a place. It is a living experience, a continuous unfolding. And the home you are returning to is within you, always has been. So step gently, step bravely, step with awareness. And remember, every moment, no matter how small, is part of the awakening. Every breath is sacred. Every heartbeat is a reminder. You are learning to live in the truth of your own soul, to embody it, to let it flow through you. This is your path, your awakening, your homecoming. And when you walk it fully, with openness, courage, and love, you will realize something extraordinary. The journey was never about finding something outside of you. It was always about remembering that you are the home, you are the light, you are the peace. And now, take a moment, close your eyes, breathe, feel the space within, feel the love that has always been waiting there. This is your awakening, your truth, your life, and it begins now.